Charlie Ruff standing over the ball in the centre circle. Whistle to the lips of the referee, Lewis Santo, and we're underway. Hawks give it straight back to Eastbourne Borough from the kickoff, and the Sports send it back to their goalkeeper, Lee Morgan. Spread out to the left-hand side, where it's controlled by Kai Innocent. He picks his head up, looks for a long ball into the channel, which Hutchinson will give chase on. Hutchinson's got there first ahead of Osler, backing in against the Hawks skipper, still on that left flank. Backwards he goes, Gravata looking for space ahead of him, finding it by the corner flag, but now Rooney comes across to help Osler out. Gravata lays off into midfield, cross goes in, bouncing loose in the air, Whelpdale's header just into the arms of Brad House, who stretched to reach it. But Eastbourne Borough almost starting even quicker than they did on Boxing Day when they scored inside 4 minutes. And a chance for Ruff or McCarthy to test Morgan. McCarthy steps over it, Ruff strikes it round the wall and Morgan saves down to his left. Sharp save from the Welshman, just palming it away at his near post. And Havant and Waterlooville with an early chance of their own to answer to that Eastbourne Borough one. As Paul Rooney smashes the ball through a crowd, bounces fortuitously to Ruff, 18 yards from goal, looking for space to shoot, laid off to Pryor, tame effort in the end, which is scooped up by Lee Morgan. Perez, but the Hawks block it and it finds Jason Pryor. Rooney has time on the ball, has time to pick out a pass, instead just smashes it over the top to Mo Fowl, but it's come off that from Paul Rooney, held up in the wind and fouls on it 25 yards from goal, looking for a pass to Charlie Ruff. He's picked him out 20 yards out, forces a shot which flashes past Morgan's post. So Josh Passley with an outswinger from the right-hand side. No Billy Clifford in the lineup today. Passley to take towards the near post, looking for Pryor. Bounces to Ruff, edge of the 18-yard box. Ruff forces a shot towards Morgan. Morgan drops it initially, but picks it up at the second attempt. Charlie Ruff looking lively, Adam, looking up for this one. Brad House looks long for Jason Pryor, down to Mo Fowl, back towards Jason Pryor, edge of the area, drops to Ruff. Ruff to Passley, Passley to cross first time, good looking ball, well headed away, drops back to Rooney though, who buries it in the bottom left hand corner, and Paul Rooney gets his first goal since the first day of the season, and he took it ever so well, chesting down a clearance from Eastbourne Borough, taking it in stride and rifling it into the bottom left hand corner once the ball sat for him. Havant and Waterlooville end their streak of conceding first in games. It's Eastbourne Borough 0, Hawks 1, Adam.
Yeah, absolutely, really fantastic from Paul Rooney. I mean, you're not going to take a goal better than that. I mean, chested it down, drove forward and absolutely smashed it past Morgan in there. A brilliant goal.
Wind whipping behind Josh Passley as he steps up and curls it towards the near post. Good looking delivery, and it's straight into the back of the net of Jason Pryor. And what a start this is for Havant and Waterlooville. Jason Pryor's 6th of the season, nodded in past Lee Morgan, who couldn't get a touch on it. Great delivery from Passley with pace towards the near post, and all Pryor had to do was stoop to flick it into the roof of the net. It's Havant and Waterlooville 2, Eastbourne Borough 0, and now the Sports have a mountain to climb. Pryor's headed it back onto Fowl to the byline, across the near post to Charlie Ruff. Hawks in dreamland, and it's the new boy, Charlie Ruff, tapping in a Mo Fowl cross. Eastbourne Borough just haven't been able to clear their lines, and it was their downfall again. Cleared it straight to Pryor, who nodded to Fowl. Fowl squared across the 18-yard box, and Charlie Ruff was all alone at the back of the penalty area to tap home. It's Eastbourne Borough 0, Havant and Waterlooville 3. Jamie Collins looking forward, Jason Pryor making a run into the area, leaves it for Rooney. Rooney nods down, bounces to Charlie Ruff in front of goal, cleared only as far as Pryor, who forces a wonderful save out of Lee Morgan, who leaps to the top left-hand corner to tip it over the bar. Outswinging corner kick from Passley towards Jason Pryor, free header into the arms of Morgan. Surely was offside there, McCarthy, flag stays down, clever chop, good cross looking for Pryor, headed away by Birchall just before it could meet the head of Jason Pryor for his second. Still alive, Mo Fowl, left wing, cutting in on his right foot, shot again towards the goal of Lee Morgan, again Birchall blocks, and that one was travelling at him. Corners taken short. Eastbourne Borough look to run to the training ground. Birchall hits it, might run through to the edge of the 18-yard box. Another block, and then an overhead kick. Havant and Waterlooville struggling to clear it away. Eventually Pryor smashes out the 18-yard box, and Eastbourne Borough there with 2 or 3 attempts to find the back of the net. Hawks players full-blooded, committing to their blocks as Ruff breaks away from 3 pale blue shirts. And Maradona spin. Up it goes towards Gravata. Gravata back to Innocent, back to Gravata, skips past the challenge from Burnett, still going, wonderful footwork, driven hard and low along the ground and just over the outstretched leg of Shiloh Remy with the goal at his mercy. back on with Jason Pryor, flicks it to Charlie Ruff. Ruff, 30 yards out to Mo Fowl, breaking into the penalty area, checking back inside, still going Fowl, looking for space for a shot, eventually unleashes a powerful drive, but it's over the crossbar. Passley raises his left arm in the air, drives it on his right boot towards Jake McCarthy, bounces once in front of Morgan, and then almost turned into his own net by Perez. Eastbourne Borough will come again with Innocent, edge of the area to Lua, back out to the left-hand side, chance to cross from Whelpdale from the left, towards the 6-yard box, headed down, headed in. Eastbourne Borough have one back, and the Hawks had just taken their foot off the gas, and they're punished. Hawks go short from the corner to James Roberts, edge of the 18-yard box. Leon Baker with him. Baker takes a touch on his right boot, forces a shot towards Lee Morgan's goal. And perhaps it was just the excitement in my voice because I thought he was going to get his first senior goal. Wasn't too close in the end, drifted wide. Laid back off to Whelpdale, good looking cross into the area, headed away by the Hawks, out to Roberts. Is there a counter-attack at the death for Havant and Waterlooville? Roberts breaks the challenge in the middle, 3 yellow shirts with him, or 2 with him. It's Pryor joining in Charlie Ruff, still going Roberts, all the way into the 18-yard box. He's smashed it over the bar. Well, in a weekend where the footballing world is paying tribute to Pele, Adam, he did his best impression there, Roberts. Eastbourne Borough in behind now, though, on the right-hand side, rolled along the 18-yard box, doesn't find a pale blue shirt. Out to Kai Innocent. Innocent to cross towards the back post, driven on the volley, bouncing towards the back of the net, and Josh Passley clears it off the line, and that will save a very nervy final few moments. And that will do it. The referee's whistle almost drowned out by the sound of the Hawks fans chanting because they have witnessed a glorious away day. 3 first-half goals put the Hawks 3 up on Eastbourne Borough. A late consolation from Charlie Walker wasn't enough, and it finishes Havant and Waterlooville 3, Eastbourne Borough 1.